So the next question is lessons learned. What important lessons did you learn during the quarter? So there were wins, there were challenges you had to overcome. But there's also lessons along the way. Now often you will hear when I ask you questions of coaching, how do you rate yourself out of 4? Okay, so what is that one takeout that you got from? So that's important to know. What are the lessons that you learned through your wins, lessons that you learned through your challenges, and lessons in general. So plot those in. Because if you don't learn, you don't grow.
So that's literally what they'll look at. But again, the upside of that is the big point. Trying to get an efficient brand. And then the nice thing is when the fuel price is as well. Still 100%. We was adjusted I think we use all the nice thing.
We said that sometimes having a smaller force, it's easier to manage and easier to get results. And we mentioned as well how much we could kind of like expand each of those people. How many more business can they take on? How many things can they take before, it's too much before you have to get new staff and all of that. And then some of the wins as well was, financially, it was a win.
So. Next group.
We actually had such a cool group because we're going through what Bronwyn and Travis went through last year. I mean, my take home was that what then? And theirs was just, it was almost like a warning, like, yeah, we're getting to that stage, but like, just be careful of the complacency. So it was quite cool to have at those different steps. So I think we learned something more from them. But yeah.
Yeah, FT, FS.
What?
Follow the system.
Follow the fucking system.
Yeah. And don't become complacent.
Music to my ears.
Marlene's word.
I'll tell you a story about that. Next group, yeah?
I think our group, I think everyone had quite existential changes in their business over the last 6 months. Like moving premises, going to Cape Town, we've had a merger, and France lost a short change in human resources. And I think for me the overlying feeling was positive in the wins and looking at those changes, and you can look at it in a negative way or this big crisis move or change, but the positive opportunities that come out of it was sort of the underlying conversation there, if I'm right. Anyone else have any changes to that?
Anyone else want to add in? I'm going to pick on you just now. Okay, all right, thank you. And you see how important it is to unpack and to talk, so with your teams as well. You don't just, oh, these are our wins, these are our challenges, and do, and then off you go. Right, let's talk. Let's get up and mix and talk and get feedback. All right, so now, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so a couple of years back.
And just talk to anybody.
Yeah, a couple of years back, I've obviously been with Kieran for quite some time, so I was stuck in a groove. I was like, just everyday business, here we go, I wasn't thinking outside the box. I was like, I wasn't all there. And I can't remember, I don't know if Travis remembers, but they pulled me into the boardroom at the time there, and Travis had a chat with me, and he's like, hey, Wiki, what's going on? Like, you're dropping the ball, like, wake up,
Were those the words you used?
Well, no. I was a little bit more passionate, right? So, basically, I didn't realize this. I was just in my little groove and doing my thing. And when he said that to me, he basically said me in the lines of, I need more from you. Like, or I need you to kind of like, give me more. Or, I don't know. That's how I saw it. I went home and I was like, okay, I didn't realize that I was like in this groove and I wasn't performing, or I wasn't, doing what I was meant to do or what he was envisioning for me or whatever. And I made a decision and I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to change this and I'm going to get back onto track and give the company, give Travis, give them what they want, or not what they want, but you know what I mean. Like, just be thinking outside of the box and trying my best and changing this groove I'm in, and so that's basically.
Why I wanted you to share that is because often we just make assumptions of where our team members are, and we complain, and so then why they're not giving their best. I give my all, they don't give their best, whatever they have, but sometimes it's an absolute misalignment, and that's why we always do team alignments. Because you're not on the same page. And that's why sometimes in Growth Club I want team members to come to Growth Club. Because then you understand what business owners have to go through, and we understand what staff members have to go through. We forget what it's like to be employees, if any work employees or not. So I just wanted you to share that. And I think the one thing is just to, in this next quarter, is to really understand your team members. And I was thinking of a client in Maritzburg who wanted to double his business in 1 year. And I've been through the whole coaching process to get him on board, and I thought this is going to be very interesting. In that year we tripled his business, because he said, if I double the business I need bigger premises and I need more staff. So I said, okay, fine. In that year we tripled the business, same premises, same number of staff, not necessarily the same staff. So don't think that you need to expand, because we talk about 10x in your business or 3x in your business, not 30%. Times growth. The team has to also be growing at that pace. And that's why sometimes, when I said earlier, sometimes you outgrow your team members. And that's not for any fault of them, it's just you've grown. And that's why ActionCOACH, you'll see, has shifted. 20% coaching for the business owner, 80% master classes, training the team, upskilling the team.